What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Trading Learning 101. Today we're going to talk about hot words to look for in press releases when it comes to the stock market. I get asked all the time, how do I determine which stocks to keep an eye on pre-market, and how do I know volume will come into stock? This is a very cool technique that I've learned and picked up from somebody else. I'm going to break it down step by step and reveal all the secrets to you all. If you're new to the channel, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, join the Trading Learning 101 community where we all grow as traders and investors. Help me out with the YouTube algorithm, smash that like button, share this video. Let's keep growing this channel and putting out more awesome content for you all. Let's jump into it, everybody. Keywords to look for in hot press releases in the stock market. Real quickly, to give a shout out to Sean Dekmar from Dekmar Trades. This was a technique and a strategy that I've learned from him. And I'm not out here trying to steal his work or steal anybody's work for that matter. I'm always going to give credit to the ones who deserve it. I learned this from Sean Dekmar, and now I'm taking it and sharing it all with you. I'm giving him a quick shout out also. I've learned a lot from Sean Dekmar, and he's made a video on this topic also. I will share that video in the video description below this video if you would all like to check out his video also. I would say that this is a more improved and an updated video, but the same concepts that he's taught me and now I'm teaching you all. Keywords attract volume. I like to consider volume as the mob in the stock market. I like to think of them as seagulls. And just like this GIF, whenever you get a surge in volume, or if you have keywords in a press release that's going to attract volume, I love looking at volume as if everybody's seagulls and they're all attacking the stock. And they're all going in, buying and selling the stock, just like seagulls. Mine, 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 mine. That's why I love this GIF so much. And whenever you hear me talk about the volume and the mob, you'll see me referring to this GIF a lot, especially in my Discord chat room. So a list of keywords to look out for. And they're all ranked from 1 star to 3 star. The more stars the keyword has, the more importance the keyword has and could attract more volume. Keywords like positive, receives, grants, FDA, approval, drug trials, cancer, improvements, benefits, beneficial, agreement, partnership, any large sum of money, investors, billionaire, Carl Icahn, phase 1, 2, and 3, successful, and fast track. If the company comes out with anything positive, brand new, if the company or stock receives something, receives money, receives a new contract, FDA approval is going to be good with your pharmaceuticals and biotechnology stocks. Drug trials, cancer. Cancer is a big, big money machine. Improvements. If the company is having any improvements, they're growing as a company. Partnership. If a company is partnering with another company or with an even bigger branded name company, if you have a small cap penny stock and they're partnering with a huge brand giant, Facebook, that's going to attract volume. Any large sum of money, investors. Carl Icahn, he's a billionaire and he's famous in the stock market for investing in small cap companies. So keep an eye out for Carl Icahn. He's a legend in the stock market. Just like Warren Buffett, the top 5 wealthiest traders in the world. Carl Icahn his net worth is $20 billion. George Soros, net worth $19 billion. Ray Dalio, net worth $12 billion. James Simon, net worth $11 billion. John Paulson, net worth $11 billion. If you hear any of these names or they're investing in a company, you have to know the big players. It's like the saying goes, you want to piggyback the big money. More keywords: breakout, increase, acquire, accepted, new, contract, awarded, signs, completes, merger, promising, gain, increase, primary, endpoints, achieves, achievement, launches. And again, on a 3-star rating, the more stars the word has, the more volume it could attract to the stock. If a company signs a new contract, if they're awarded something, they're accepting something or acquiring something, they get an increase in something, they achieve something, achievement, or they launch something, they launch a new product, for an example. And then here is a list of keywords that I myself have personally added to update the list a little bit. Keywords like COVID-19, stock split, revenue, earnings, a celebrity's name, analysis price target, exceeds expectations, new IPO, breakthrough, discovery, Alzheimer's. Alzheimer's, just like cancer. It's a horrible, horrible thing, and all of these pharma and biotechnology companies are always testing and developing drugs to fight these horrible diseases. A company discovers a brand new thing or a breakthrough. They've been trying at something for so long and they're finally having a breakthrough. They exceed expectations. Someone sets a bar on a company, let's say earnings, and the company comes out and they exceed the expectations of what the analysis have put out for the earnings. A celebrity's name. I've seen stocks explode with partnerships with well-known celebrities. Celebrities like Oprah Winfrey, Kylie Jenner, Kim Kardashian, Donald Trump. You have to think outside of the box. You have to assume when you see this, it'll attract volume. Keywords are so important to look out for in press releases. And if you can see it before everybody else does, that's where you have an advantage as a trader. And then in the recent years, stock splits have been really big. Companies, especially in small caps, do a reverse split. They get a lower float and then they just explode in price. And then also, we've been getting a lot of new IPOs in the stock market. The bigger, well-known the IPO is, like Rocket Mortgage, for an example, the more hype around the company, the better. Sometimes it takes time for news to travel. In the stock market, when we see hot, fresh press releases, we're the first to see it. And a lot of times, you'll see it takes time sometimes for news to travel. You may see a press release one day, and then a couple weeks go by, and then you may hear somebody out in the streets or at work, for an example, mention the news. And you'll tell yourself, I heard about that 2 weeks ago when the company first released it. So sometimes it takes time for news to travel. The best thing to do, if you think you got a hot press release and you think volume's going to come to it, just keep tabs on it. For an example, if a company puts out a hot press release on a Friday, then you have the weekend for that news to travel. People are off from work. They're at home. They're on the internet browsing websites like CNBC, MarketWatch, The Briefing, Seeking Alpha, all these financial websites, and they're going through and reading all of the news. And then come Monday, they're ready to invest their money if they really like the news. Now let's take a look at an example of a stock putting out a keyword hot press release. We're going to take a look at ticker symbol GEVO. On August 20th of 2020, the company put out a press release. GEVO exceeds 1.5 billion in long-term revenue contracts with signing of Trifigura. We have a few key words in this. Exceeds 1.5 billion revenue contract signing. We have multiple key words in this press release. The company is signing a long-term contract, signing, and money. There's at least 4 big key things in this press release. And with that being said, on this day, right here, look at that big volume spike right here. On August 20th, GEVO traded 991 million in volume. This company almost traded 1 billion in volume in a single day. That's just absurd for a stock with that much volume. And if we take a look at the 1 minute time frame here and zoom in on this, this is a 1 minute chart. Every single 1 minute candle has an average of 4.5 million in volume. Volume just surged into this stock all day. The previous day, this was at 55 cents and it ran all the way up to $2.17. From the open, it opened at 97 cents, came back down to 87, and grinded up all the way up over $2. Got a pullback and then came right back up to the highs. And then the next day, the company put out an at the market offering. And it got this big gap down from $2 down to $1.35. You have to be careful with these small cap penny stocks. All of these companies are desperate for money. So if you're trying to swing trade small cap stocks, you have to learn and read SEC filings. You got to see how much cash they have on hand, how much debt they have. Do they have any warrants? Do they have any offerings? Do they have restricted shares that they can dump into the market? Companies can even give out shares of their own company to a big investor for money. And then that investor in the future can dump those shares and walk away with his money and profit from the deal that they had with this company. What I'm trying to get across with GEVO though, company goes days with no volume and then they get that big press release and then it just gets this huge wave of volume that came into the stock. In my chat room, before the market even opened, I mentioned GEVO had multiple keywords in the press release and it will attract volume. Right here in the Thursday chat at 9:06 a.m. I don't trade stocks under $2, but GEVO, big surge up and news of new revenue contract worth 1.5 billion. A lot of good words in press release. Whenever you have a company receiving cash and contract is good in my book. Attracts volume. I hope you guys all enjoyed and liked this video, and you can add on to this list. Make it your own. Take away words, add words to it if you'd like. I want to thank you all for tuning in and watching this video. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. Join the Trading Learning 101 community where we all grow as traders and investors. And if you would like to join the Discord chat room, I have a direct link in the video description below. Feel free to join if you would like. That's going to wrap it up for this one, guys. Until next time, have that patience, have that discipline, and study, study, study. Later, everybody.
The most valuable commodity I know of is information. Wouldn't you agree?